told recently from two reliable sources. Now, another thing I haven't had a chance to do is research this. It's public knowledge. I heard that she is suing. I heard there is a lawsuit. It's like somewhere out there. If we Google it, that's what I heard. I don't know that for a fact, but
I'm curious because then Andy was asked, which housewife would you bring back? Which 3 housewives would you bring back unconditionally? And Carolyn Manzo was one.
What do you mean? I don't know. What does unconditionally mean?
I think what the person was implying was like,
if there was no lawsuit with Nene or that stuff.
I think and he did not say Nene, by the way. And we can get to that clip because people asked him about that. But they asked unconditionally, like there's no hangups, there's no like I think past story. And
who did he say?
Carole Radziwill, Carolyn Manzo, and
Carolyn and Carole Radziwill, really?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're paying attention?
Okay.
Girl?
Well, no. I mean, don't.
No, I mean, it's possible, but
I swear it was somebody. I'm sure listening to this was probably there, and who the third one was. Well, Portia. He wants Portia Williams back.
So does Michael Rappaport when he was on my show. Portia. I mean, Radziwill. Really? I mean, I don't know, Sarah. Let me.
I know. No,
you're probably right
because Andy said what is interesting. Now, Carole gave you the scoop of all interviews, but he said that Carole mixes with this new group of Real Housewives of New York. And he said, wouldn't it be amazing if Carole Radziwill popped up? That she knows Jenna Lyons, of course. You know, I'm sure they travel in, high society.
They live downtown together, sure.
Jessel. And
she knows Jessel, okay.
I don't know. There was one other one.
Aaron Leachy?
Maybe it was Aaron. I thought
not Sai,
Jessel?
Not Uba. Maybe Uba? I don't know.
Anyway.
Wow. Okay.
I wonder, well, darling, you know this. They've bonded over their hate for Bethany. I mean, wouldn't it be the ultimate screw you to Bethany if, we bring back Ms. Radziwill? I mean, and wouldn't Ms. Radziwill love to help squad? Carole, I mean, nobody hates Bethany. I know people think I do. People come for me all the time.
Oh, they think you hate Bethany. Oh, they think you, yes.
Poor David has gotten so many 1-star reviews because I'm obsessed with this woman. But anyway,
obsessed.
The only person that I guess is more obsessed than I am is Carole Radziwill.
Okay, slow down. I'm my wheels are turning, Miss Fraser. My wheels are turning. Listen. I mean, does she fit in with this group? Listen, the only issue I see with this group is the age. I am not an ageist. It's also illegal. Jenna's older. Carole's older. But if we keep, Jenna's going to stay. So maybe we do start to skew it a little older. I have my producer hat on. She does fit in with this group. I knew she knew Jessel. I knew she knew Jenna. I didn't know she knew anyone else. And are you sure that she's right? Like, it is true that when you don't like someone like Carole and Andy is not like Carole, then when there's a bigger, more common enemy, you do kind of say like, well, Carole, you said horrible things. And Carole's like, well, I said shit about you too. And Andy's like, I hated you because you talked about me. We have a real problem now because Leah McSweeney is about to fucking sue us and Bethany has lawyers and we have bigger fucking problems at Bravo than you, Carole, fucking Kennedy, Radziwill.
Well,
so, I mean, you have a great point, but are you sure when you say they're bonding over their hate for Bethany, is this a no? Or you mean just in your head?
I'm speculating. I'm just speculating. Nothing brings you together more than a common enemy. I mean, that's it, right? I mean, and I don't think Carole's ever back as a full timer, but I mean, could Carole pop up as a friend? I mean, wouldn't that be the ultimate? Because anyway, that's just.
Listen, I mean, would she want it? Would she want it? That's
only to rub salt on Bethany's wound. I'm sure that would be the only reason. Like only because
she has said on this podcast and everywhere that she stopped on a carpet and asked, she's like, never. And I do believe her. I believe she's one of those like, I want nothing to do with this, but you got it.
And maybe he said,
a very interesting point, girl.
Maybe he said her because he knows she'll never ever come back, and
or
it was an easy one instead of Nene.
Or maybe he said her hoping to open the conversation and have it get back to her. Then Andy said her, and now she is going to say, really? Well, that's interesting. Let me think about this. Oh, yes, he hates Bethany more than he hates me. Could backfire. She could be like, listen, you pathetic little thing. I know what you're trying to do, and you are just as bad as, but this is interesting. Sarah, very interesting.
What did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, we have time for one more topic. I was like, what else for you were like, was a big highlight from BravoCon that?
Well, and guys, we're going to have to do a whole nother show about BravoCon. We're just scratching the surface. I thought that he also hedged, this is Andy, about Nene Leakes when they said like, he's like, right. He was like, what did he say? Like the door's open. And then it was like, no, the door's
my
not
heart,
open.
my heart. Somebody asked, an audience member asked, would you ever reconcile with Nene? And what did it say? And is there ever a place, would she ever get a peach again? And he said, as far as reconciling, there's always room in my heart, 100%. But as far as a peach, he goes, a few years ago, I don't remember this, but I'm sure you do. He said, she asked me to keep her name out of my mouth. So I try to respect that, which of course was like, what a brilliant clapback, right? Because that gets you out of saying if you would ever, which of course, they're still in lawsuit, so there's no way she's coming, but she's never coming back anyway. That bridge is totally burnt. But I think, don't you? Or you think,
yeah, no, I think
that
and on that point, and again, just to make it clear, it's not that I don't want to talk about Vanity Fair the Reckoning. It's just it's literally a whole show. I have a lot to say, and I need to reread the article. But let me also just say that he was asked at some other point in the weekend of what do you think of we rebooted New York. Somehow we're not rebooting the OC. I don't think we need to. And like, look, are we going to reboot Atlanta? Because that is the one that needs rebooting. And he said, I don't know if you saw this. He said, yeah, in some way, shape, or form, something has to be done with Atlanta. He implied like it could be rebooted. Kenya Moore also announced on the carpet, we truly, 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 none of us know who's coming back. I believe something big is coming with Atlanta. It's the franchise. To me, the most broken franchises, and so many Atlanta fans always come for me when I say this. It's not that I don't like Atlanta. I don't care. I don't have a horse in this race. I'm not Team Melissa. I'm not Team Teresa. I'm just giving you the facts. I'm a flip-flopper. Right now, Atlanta fucking sucks. It is broken. It is ruined. We had two horrible. I really feel Atlanta to me is the franchise with the worst. Something is off. And it's so sad. You can't even say the worst cast because, I mean, Candy is great. Kenya Moore is a fucking all-star if I have ever seen an all-star. She is the #1 seed